Hello students, welcome to IFIS. I hope my voice is properly audible and I am clearly visible to everyone. In today's class, we are going to understand the modern age. So, this particular age was also very important if you are studying for British literature. Okay, because there were plenty of things that happened in this age. Many wars happened, a lot of revolutions happened, then there was a lot of changes going on in this age because of the wars, because of the revolutions, because of the changes. Even in literary works you can see lot of disastrous changes. Okay, dramatic changes happened, and a huge difference you will see in modern age if you compare it with the other previous ages. Okay, so due to the warlike situations, so it was full of chaos, uncertainty, people were not sure about anything, and therefore the writers, those who wrote in this age, were mostly, so the writings were mostly on the wars, and there were other topics too, but the basic theme of writing was used as the situation or how the people are going, what are the people going through and what they are actually facing in this age was being displayed in the writings of the writers. Okay, so this age basically started from 1900 and it lasted till 1950. Okay, and continued till 1950. So modern age was full of chaos. How was the modern age? It was full of chaos, then and chaos, uncertainty and disasters, because two wars happened. World War One, which started in 1914 and lasted till 1918, and then World War Two. World War Two started in 1939 and it lasted till 1945. Okay, and because of all these wars, the people or the society became very fragmented. Okay, so that is why the people were not in a very good state. They were in depression, they were all tensed, worried, frustrated with the situation what was going on in that age. Okay, now we will look for the historical background of this age. So first we will talk about the first thing that happened is please excuse me, spirit of interrogation. Now what is the spirit of interrogation? So in this age scientific revolution happened. Scientific revolution happened and the two world wars shook people's belief in churches. So people stopped believing in the church or in religion or even in God. People did not believe in anything without proof. Okay, because everyone's trust or faith was broken somewhere, because people never thought of all these things will come up to them. That is why they were very much worried and they had this in mind that they lost the faith in God. Basically they lost the faith in churches, they lost their belief in what you can call it, the religion and all other aspects of God. Okay, so the two world wars shook people belief in churches, religion and God. Okay, so they wanted proof for everything, because obviously they were believing in science, and science gives us the reason behind whatever is happening. So they started asking for the proof कि आप मुझे proof बताइए कि ये ऐसा ही क्यों है. If you want us to believe in God, then give us the reason, give us the proof कि yes सच में भगवान है. And obviously in that situation people were losing their jobs, people were becoming jobless, and they were not having money at all with them. So in that situation they were losing their family members. So in that situation they actually thought that nobody is helping them, means God is not there. Okay, so that was the whole situation going on in that age. Then just give me a second. Yeah, the second historical event, or the background happened, was anxiety and frustration. So there was lot of anxiety, there was lot of frustration amongst the people of the age. So modern age was the age of machinery. Therefore, a competition resulted in frustration and anxiety. So, because the machinery was into practice, a lot of people started making their own businesses. They started building their own industries. So, because of which there was very much a competition that came up. Okay, then who is more educated, who is more successful, all these things started coming up slowly and gradually. So that is why people lost, and there was one more thing, that people lost their jobs. Therefore sentiments, emotions, values, all these things were lost importance. So people, competition resulted in frustration and anxiety. What is anxiety? When you feel very afraid, frightened, as well as you are angry. Because of which, what was the result? Sentiments, emotions, values were lost their importance. Okay. Next is interest in the working class. Now, what is this interest in the working class? The rapid growth of the Labour Party. So, there was a rapid growth in the Labour Party. Why was there rapid growth in the Labour Party? Because as it is, the students were not actually, not the students, the people were not actually getting paid. They were jobless. So that is why they started working wherever they get jobs. And there were a lot of industries, there was a lot of machinery work involved. So that is why they required lot of laborers. एंड देयरफॉर लॉट ऑफ जो मजदूर होते हैं वो उन्होंने काम उनका स्टार्ट कर दिया था. ओके, सो अब ज्यादा मजदूरों की जरूरत, बिकॉज ऑफ द इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन देयर वाज लॉट ऑफ डिमांड फॉर द लेबरर्स. ओके, एंड देयरफॉर लॉट ऑफ लेबरर्स स्टार्टेड वर्किंग एंड दे स्टार्टेड मेकिंग देयर ओन पार्टी. The poor and the working class people became the raw material for realistic drama and novels. So because they were the center of attraction, you can call it. Okay, so they were the center of attraction and they were into the talks. They were more into the talks क्योंकि सबसे ज्यादा अगर किसी के बारे में बात हो रही थी तो those were the working class people or those were the poor people. Because of the wars, everybody lost their wealth. Everybody lost their whatever they had with them. Okay, so which resulted in obviously the poor, they became poor, poverty. Okay, the poor and working class people became the raw material जिसे यूज किया और मतलब जिसका काम हो गया तो उसे फेंक दिया, काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग. For realistic drama and novels. Okay, so this was the condition of that is why they started gaining interest in the working class. Next is Marxism and socialism. So Marxism and socialism started coming up. So many social and economic changes occurred. Money became the most important factor in this age through the Marxism and socialism. So what was the concept of Marxism? So where king will be the ruler and after there will be only the people who will rule are the ones, those who have the power. So जिनके पास power है, they will rule the whole country or whole nation and nobody else will get a chance. So Marxism started coming up, socialism started coming up. Social and economic changes occurred. Money became the most important factor because everything was carried forward with the money. Then Marxism and socialism became popular. तो जिसके पास पैसा है, जिसके पास पावर है, वो जो बोलेगा वही होगा, काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशन. Then Russian, so this was the time where Russian Revolution led to the establishment of the communist government. Led to the establishment of communist government. Okay, so these were the important incidents happened. The next is interest in psychology. Now Sigmund Freud, okay, so Sigmund Freud came up with his works, and in his work he talked more about the thinking level of a person, then how the psychology works of a person, what is he actually going through and everything. So whatever is there, whatever comes under psychology, so with Sigmund Freud, a lot of other people started working on it. Okay, and because of which, what happened, they got something new in their writings, because earlier everyone was writing on very similar topics, but psychology was the topic which was very new, which was very different and also interesting. Therefore people, so the writers started writing in the psychology as well. तो किसका नाम आपको याद रखना है इन द इंटरेस्ट इन साइकोलॉजी में? सिगमंड फ्रॉइड. He was a very well-known psychologist. Then the Great Depression. So what was this? The Great Depression. It started from 1929 till 1939. 10 साल. So what was this? This was the massive. So what happened actually? So this was the age where massive destruction or massive destroyment happened to the people. Okay, and because of which, and this was the age, or this was the time when the country or the nation was suffering from the worst economic destruction. Therefore, and till date, even till date, this is considered, or that age was considered as the or in that age people suffered from the economic loss the most. Okay, so because of which, what happened, obviously the frustration was higher, and that is why people suffered from the depression. They actually were clueless that how to come up with all these things, how we can move forward with this kind of situation now. So there was massive destruction, and aftermath of World War I, affected the global economy. Okay, and so banks were closed, then stock market was crashed, unemployment all around. So these were the reasons for people suffering from depression. Then stock market crashed, unemployment was there. Okay, so these were the reasons for the Great Depression. Then power shift from Britain to USA. So Britain started losing their power, and then who became the powerful country? Obviously USA became the powerful country then. So USA participated in the world wars and emerged as a superpower. So British economy collapsed already. We already know that the British economy was collapsed. So because of which they were not in the power. So the USA came into the wars, they fought the war, they won the wars, and they then they were considered as the superpower then. So USA participated in the world wars and emerged as a superpower. and British economy collapsed. Okay. Then what happened? The next thing happened was the colonial wars. Colonial war, as you all know that there were a lot of colonies which Britishers made because they wanted to conquer every part of the country, right? And every the whole nation, so whole world they want to conquer. But so therefore what happened, the colonial wars started. So the famous colonial wars are the Boer war or the South African war. Which protested against these colonies, right? Colonies of the Britishers. And then Indian Congress also came up and they also fought for the independence of India. Okay. Next is spread of education. So the Education Act in 1870 strengthened the age, is what you can call it. So because of the Education Act, lot of people, lot of students started getting their rights for education. Spend in the age. Okay. Then literacy became the new normal because everyone started getting education, everyone was allowed to get education. Then there was one more thing happened, that was the because of the poor people also started getting education for free. There were no charges were applied, or there were no fees that students have to pay. So even if the student or the child is poor, he was eligible to learn or to get education. So literacy became new normal. Okay. Next, then mass production of literature started. Okay. What happened? So mass production of literature started. Okay. Of mass production of literature, because there was education, people started reading more, they were getting knowledge about everything. What happened, they actually started and yes, there was also a lot of machinerization. There were lot of copies were made out of the same literature, so there were lot of people started reading it, and there was a demand for those particular work of arts. So mass production was there of the literature. And the last background or the last event, that is voting rights for women were given. So in 1928 Act or 1928 Act or Equal Suffrage Act. It was called as Equal Suffrage Act, was given to the women. Okay. And due to which feminism started coming up into picture. Feminism actually started. Okay, so that was all about the historical background of modern age. Now we are going to talk about the literary features. So what are the literary features? The first literary feature that we are going to talk is that stream of consciousness. Now, what is the stream of consciousness? So, as we talked about the psychology, here also writers were interested in studying and writing about how the mind functions. So, psychology is based on our mind. Yes. So, how our mind or how a normal person's or somebody's mind works. So people or the writers or the authors were very much keen to know that how this mind works actually, and they started writing about it. The best example for it is Virginia Woolf's work. Okay. Writers were interested in studying and writing about how the mind functions. Example, Virginia Woolf. Virginia Woolf was one of the writer who wrote on this on the stream of consciousness, based on the stream of consciousness. Next is free verse in poetry and non-linearity in plots. What is this free verse in poetry? So earlier the writers were actually following one structure, one pattern, but the writers of modern age, they did not want to follow this particular pattern, so they started writing in free verse. So free verse in which you can write whatever comes to your mind. Okay, so there is no proper structure, no proper rule is there to write anything, literature, for literature. Okay, so they started writing in free verse and non-linearity in plots. So earlier, what used to happen, that the plays, the dramas, the novels on all the were written in one particular plot. So there was a structure. So for example, first you have to show the morning, then you have to show the afternoon, then you have to show the evening, then you have to show the night. So that was a kind of a structure. I'm just giving you an example. So there was this structure that was being followed. But later on, what happened in the modern age, people or the writers basically ignored this. They did not want to follow this particular pattern. They wanted to write beyond this. Okay, so they thought of not actually using that particular structure, and they started writing in the non-linearity. They used the non-linearity in the plots, so they so that they can occupy a larger number of plots, and then variety was included in their plots. Okay, so before we move ahead and look further literary features, I want to just talk to the students first. I have so many comments here. Yes, good afternoon and hello to everyone, those who have joined late. So yes, Shubham, practice के लिए free test series भी है क्या मैम? Yes, Shubham, we do have free test series for you all, which you can give through our app. Okay, so you just have to visit our app and you have to download the app, and in that app you will have the questions, and you can give the answers for those questions. Okay, so yes, we do definitely have it. See, you can the link is already given to you. You can press on the link. Then राहुल, ओके, सो मैम आप इस टॉपिक के PYQ भी कवर करेंगे क्या? यस राहुल, yes, we are planning to cover all the PYQs related to British literature, because as you all know that British literature carries your 50 to 60% of the syllabus. Okay, 50 to 60% questions come from the British literature. So yes, definitely we are going to have a separate PYQ series for discussing the questions related to British literature. Okay. Yes, good afternoon, Niharika. Okay, so Leela is also asking the same question that test series कैसे join करें. So Leela, I have already answered the question. आप हमारे ऐप के थ्रू टेस्ट सीरीज में ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. Okay. Okay, so Yuvraj is asking how we can download the app. The downloading of the app is very simple if you are using Android phone. You just have to go to Play Store and you have to type there IFAS. Okay, so when you will type IFAS, you already know our logo, so you can just look for the logo and download the app. Also, we will provide you the see, we have already provided you the link of the app. Okay, so you can directly click on the link and you can download the app. Okay, so most welcome Abhishek, and thank you so much for encouraging me. Because of your encouragement, because of your positive response, even I feel like teaching it to you. Kajal, yes, we are soon starting with the demo classes. But first you have to register to our app. If you register to our app, you can definitely get the demo lectures too. Okay. Yes. So now let's continue. I hope I have given you the valid reasons for all your and the replies to all your questions. If you have any other doubts, if you want to ask me, you can definitely do it. So till the time we will continue with whatever we were discussing. So these are the two literary features. The third literary feature is pessimism. Now, in this age, in the modern age, there was lot of pessimism among the people. So what is this pessimism? So you might have heard the word optimistic. Yes, yeah, optimism. What is the meaning of optimism? Optimistic means the positive energy. Pessimism is the negative energy. So because of the wars, because of all these changes, because of all these revolutions, there was the environment in that age was not quite positive. Therefore the people were going, or people were having pessimistic views. Okay. And because of the decline in the human civilization, this pessimism has spread in the whole nation. Decline in human civilization. Next is literary movements. So there were lot of literary movements took place in this age. The first literary movement is Dadaism. What is Dadaism? So in this, the artist actually ignored or actually rejected the logic or the reason behind the literature or any writing. Okay, they thought they were more into the imagination, they were more into the creativity. So they thought कि अगर आपको किसी चीज को इंटरेस्टिंग बनाना है, अगर आपको आपके लिटरेचर को, आपके वर्क को इंटरेस्टिंग बनाना है, then what is required? Imagination, supernatural things, something exaggerated things are required. So I'm sorry, they actually rejected the logic. Because in this age, or even if you see in the romantic age or in the Victorian age, what actually happened, that the people started writing in the scientific manner, right? They started writing in using the help of science. So the artist in this age actually rejected it. So that was the movement called as Dadaism. So where the artists rejected logic and reason. Second was imagism. Imagism में क्या था? Movement. This was the movement in poetry by Ezra Pound. So imagism describes visual images with great focus and simple language. So here this imagism was started for in the poetry section. So this movement in poetry by Ezra Pound. You have to remember this name. Imagism describes visual images. See what was the motive behind writing this or coming up with this kind of movement? Imagism describes images with great focus and simple language. Okay. Next is Cubism. What is Cubism? So Cubism was one of the movements which were, so it was started by Picasso. Okay, so in the paintings of Picasso, what he did, that it was everything should be explained with cubes or with the shapes. You can show everything in just one picture. So his idea behind Cubism was that to show everything, whatever he want to show, in only in one picture, and also with the what you can call it, with the cubes or with the shapes. So is the famous person you have to remember is the Picasso. Okay. So okay, so we have also comment from Jignesh. Thank you so much, Jignesh. Okay, Suraj, we will surely give you the link. The link is already there in the description box. You can check it there, and we will also give you the link. Okay, so Cubism के बाद आता है Expressionism. What is Expressionism? It is the subjective perspective. Okay. So in this movement, what people started, that they started showing all the expressions, all the emotions through their writings. Okay, and the next is symbolism. Symbolism is individual experience showed through symbols. Showed through symbols. Okay. Now we are going to talk about the important war poets in this age. So there are few names. Okay. See, the first name is Wilfred Owen. So Wilfred Owen के कौन से important writings है, that you have to find it on your own. I am not going to tell you because this name is not very famous. So if I will tell you the answers, or if I will give you the famous works of Alfred Owen, then you will not remember those. But if you will find it on your own, then I can guarantee you that it will be remembered for a longer period of time. Okay, and it will be also helpful for you to make your notes. Then Rupert Brooke, then Siegfried Sassoon. Then now we are going to also look for the other important writers. Okay, so who are the other important writers? The first name should or has to be James Joyce. Okay, because James Joyce के भी बहुत important work है which are very famous. The second is Virginia Woolf. Third is D.H. Lawrence. Then Joseph Conrad and E.M. Forster. Okay, Forster. सो E.M. फॉस्टर के भी बहुत सारे इंपॉर्टेंट बुक्स है जो आपको पढ़ने चाहिए विच आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड व्हेन यू विल स्टडी यू विल स्टार्ट गेटिंग अभी आई नो कि देयर माइट बी मेनी स्टूडेंट्स हु विल थिंक दैट दिस लेक्चर इज क्वाइट बोरिंग और देयर आर वेरी आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग टू यू इन अ वेरी lecture giving manner, right? I am just telling it to you, you are listening to me. But students, if you will pay attention to these classes, then and you will start making notes. Now when I am teaching it to you, start writing it down. ओके मेरे साथ साथ आप भी लिखते जाइए. स्टार्ट प्रिपेयरिंग योर ओन नोट्स. सो नाउ यू हैव दीज 5 राइटर्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. ओके नाउ व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, you have to find the famous works written by all these writers. Now when you will find the famous works of all these writers, you have to see what is there in that work. Yes, so this is how you are going to do your studies. So अब now you already know कि आज हमने ये एक टॉपिक पढ़ा है जिसका नाम है मॉडर्न एज. Now you have to study this modern age completely. Give proper dedicated time. डिसाइड कीजिए मुझे इतने घंटे इस टॉपिक के लिए देने, इतने घंटे इस टॉपिक के लिए देने हैं एंड स्टडी अकॉर्डिंगली. फिर देखना आपको इतना इंटरेस्ट डेवलप होने लगेगा एंड यू विल से कि मैम प्लीज ब्रिटिश लिटरेचर पे लेक्चर सीरीज और लीजिए. ओके सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दैट टू बिल्ड इंटरेस्ट you have to at least start reading or start studying for it. I know first when you will be reading it for the first time, it is going to be very boring, very lengthy, difficult. Okay, some students might also feel it very difficult कि मैम हमें याद ही नहीं रह रहा है, कंफ्यूजन बहुत हो रहा है. होगा, जरूर होगा, लेकिन यू हैव टू बी वेरी परसिस्टेंट, यू हैव टू बी वेरी डेडिकेटेड. देन सी कि कैसे कैसे आपको आपका इंटरेस्ट डेवलप होने लग जाता है. ओके सो yeah, so we have already provided you the link. Now yes, Pankaj is asking what is the course की fees. Okay, what is the course fees? So Pankaj, course की जो fees है that is only 5,000 as of now, क्योंकि ये discounted price में है. अगर आप जल्दी enroll करते हैं, okay, and after few days the price will be different. So please अभी enroll कर लीजिए because it is now we are giving you 40% discount in on our course. Okay, so actual course की price है 12,500, but now because it is in a discounted price we are giving it to you in just 5,000. Okay, जिसमें आपको टेस्ट सीरीज भी मिलेगी. So जल्दी enroll कीजिए so that this offer you will get the offer price, you will get the course in offer price. Okay, so now we are also going to look for the radio and cinema, because radio and cinema had a very great impact on literature. Radio and cinemas की वजह से क्या हुआ, हर घर में literature पहुंचने लग गया. Because earlier people were not educated, there were so many people who were against this literature, those who were did not understand the literature. But because of radio and because of cinemas, everyone started watching the literature works, watching the dramas, plays, and also started hearing or listening to the radios. Okay, so whatever was coming on the radio, people started listening to it. Okay, so news channels started, people started getting the current affairs, whatever is going on in their nation, and also so that is how the literature started flourishing. So both radio and cinemas had great impact on literature. Okay. And due to radio and cinemas, literature started reaching to everyone. Okay, in everyone's house, literature started coming up. So okay, so this was the this was all about modern age. I hope आपको समझ में आ गया है whatever we have discussed for today. So revise it, whatever I have told you, remember it and make your own notes with the help of whatever I have taught you in the class. Okay, so till the time we meet next, happy learning.